Now, for as long as I can remember, celebrities and football have gone hand in hand. Granted, my life hasn't exactly been that long, but nevertheless, you get my point. Whether it's singers, actors, even royalty, many celebrities often turn out to show their support for their club. But it has become a bit of a new trend recently for American celebrities to be investing in football clubs. Many American celebrities have bought part ownership into English football clubs, not even just English football clubs, UK football clubs, from Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney to Tom Brady. I wanted to take a look at why this is happening. And like always, I've broke this down into multiple parts, so let's get started with that now. First, I want to talk about LeBron James. Now, granted, while LeBron James probably wasn't the first American celebrity to be involved in a football club, he was the first one of note that I found, the really big American athlete celebrity, that sort of person, you know what I mean? Someone who, in the USA, is a household name. In 2011, it was actually revealed that LeBron James did own a minority stake in Liverpool. However, with this, there's a bit of, not controversy, but it's not as clear-cut as it looks. While LeBron James does technically own 1% stake in Liverpool Football Club, it's a bit broader than that. LeBron James actually owns 1% of FSG, which is Liverpool's ownership group, I guess you'd call them. And unlike most celebrities when investing in a football club, or just anyone who invests in a football club, he didn't actually use his own money. He was gifted this 1% ownership as a part of a sponsorship deal with his management agency. So while I think LeBron James was probably the first and arguably the biggest to be involved in a football club when it comes to American celebrities or athletes, it's not quite as clear-cut as it looks. So now let's go on to Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. In late 2020, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney purchased Wrexham Football Club for £2 million. Now at the time, a lot of people were baffled by this, because how have two A-list American celebrities just come over and bought a Welsh National League football club? But when you look into the why, it starts making a bit more sense. Now, as I said, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney purchased Wrexham for £2 million, and Wrexham were obviously in the National League. Now, if Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney wanted to get a League 2 club, a League 1 club, or even a Championship club, they would be looking at 10 to 100 times that price they paid. And not only that, but if they went in for a Premier League club, they would be looking at 1,000 times that price. So it made sense to go to the league below and pay significantly less. And when Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney came into Wrexham, the first thing they did was make a documentary about it. And that documentary, by the way, they sold to Disney for nearly $10 million. This documentary obviously opened up a lot of people's eyes, not only to Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, but to Wrexham, and put a lot more eyes on the product than had previously been on it. It was undoubtedly a really smart decision from them. And not only that, but they also got Wrexham promoted at the end of the 22-23 season to League 2. So while they might not have had to buy a League 2 club, what they've done is they've bought a National League club and got it promoted. So, like I said, it made sense. But now that we've talked about Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, let's talk about one that's a bit closer to home for me, Tom Brady. Now, being a Birmingham City fan, I do know quite a bit about this one. So earlier on this year, in around mid-2023, Birmingham City finally had their takeover approved. And the takeover was, of course, not Brady, Wagner. Thomas Wagner's company, Knighthead Capital, invested in Birmingham City and purchased, I believe, around 40-something%, which made them, statistically, I think, the majority shareholders. It's a bit techie and murky on how it works, but nevertheless, they're running things now. So where does Tom Brady come into this? Well, Tom Brady and Knighthead Capital had done work previously. Knighthead Capital are an investment company, and I imagine, like I said, I'm not too familiar with the work they've done, but I imagine Brady went to Knighthead Capital for investment advice, and they worked together in the past on investments. So when Tom Wagner invested in his new football club, he called up Brady and said, you know what, Tom, this would be a really good idea. Get yourself down here, get some money in, it'll work. And lo and behold, as we talk, Birmingham City do sit sixth in the Championship in a playoff spot. So now we've gone over the who and the how. Let's talk about the why. Because why are these American celebrities investing in football clubs? And for me, I think there's a few simple reasons, to be perfectly honest. The first one, and I'd argue the lesser reason, is money. I mean, let's look at it realistically. Football clubs are an investment. If you put some money into a football club and then continue to put more and more money in, you will see success as a result 9 times out of 10. Now, with success and climbing the ranks and climbing through the leagues, that football club gains value. So your investment is turning over more profit. So, for example, with Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, they bought Wrexham for £2 million. Wrexham is now worth considerably more than £2 million. And that came as a result of the upfront money they paid for it, and then all the little investments they've made on top of that, whether it's players, staff, whatever. So in terms for a long-term investment, a football club is a smart decision, I won't lie. But let's go more towards the main reason on why these American celebrities are investing in football clubs. And the answer is publicity. It's plain and simple. Because while celebrities like Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney, Tom Brady are all household names, they're household names in the US. Granted, they are still known in the UK, but how do you get your name out there more in the UK if you want to be better well known in the UK? You go to the UK's biggest sport, which obviously is football. And with football fans, one thing you get is loyalty. By buying a football club, you are effectively buying a fan base. You support their club, they will support you in what you do, whether it's even just following you on Instagram. You've got a film coming out, they'll watch it. You have clothes coming out, they'll buy them. Whatever it is, they'll support it. So from an investment in a football club, you have put so many more eyes on you that would have never previously been on you. It just makes perfect sense, really. It's a smart decision, it's a smart idea, and it's something that's been working out very well for all these men. So now we've talked about the who, the how, and the why. Let's talk about the future of it. Will this continue? Will we see more American celebrities investing in football clubs? Almost definitely. I mean, it's a proven successful tactic to get more eyes on you and your product, whatever it be, outside of football. Of course, more people are going to do it, and in years to come, I expect there'll be countless American celebrities that own football clubs, or at least are minority owners in football clubs. But then there's the other side of the coin. Is this a trend that will die out in future? Probably. Because like most trends, when the trend starts out and it gets big and all the eyes are on it, it's great, but the more and more hats you throw in the pot, the less eyes there is to be looking. The same way a joke is funny the first time you hear it, maybe it's funny the second time you hear it, but once you've heard it 35 times, it's not funny anymore. The first time you see an American celebrity buy a football club, that's great, I want to watch that. The second time, you think, yeah, I'll still watch it, yeah? But when it's done 30, 40, 50 times, you start to care less and less each time. But everyone's eyes was on Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney's documentary, Welcome to Wrexham. But how many eyes in 20 years' time are going to be on Jack Black's documentary, Welcome to Scunthorpe? Probably not as many. So as I said, will this continue? Of course it will. People have seen its proven success, but there is going to come a point when that success starts to dry out, when them eyes on that brand start to lessen. And I think at that point, the trend will die out. But we'll just have to wait and see. And as for now, both sides are happy. The American celebrities are getting more eyes on them. They're getting more attention, more publicity, and not just that, more money as well. And the fans are getting their football clubs back. They're getting continued investment into their football clubs, and they're seeing better results on the pitch. Like I said, for now, it's working and both sides are happy. And I do hope it continues, because it is great to see teams like Wrexham getting really good support and getting really good investment that they wouldn't have otherwise had. And same with Birmingham City. As a Birmingham City fan, I've been going through hell for the past 20 years of my life, but especially for the last 10. So to have these American celebrities, I mean, Tom Wagner's not really an American celebrity, but Tom Brady investing money and caring about us, and we're seeing the improvement on the pitch, it really is a good thing. But like I said, we've gone over the how, we've gone over the who, we've gone over the why, and we've gone over the future. So that is going to about wrap things up for this video. If you've made it this far in the video, please go down below, drop a like and subscribe. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers and we are like 240 away. So please go down below, drop a like and subscribe. But as always, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.